guys, Foxy here, and before I say or do anything, you guys have broken me. You have. Your comments, your suggestions, they're way too good to pass up. Way too good. So, this will be what if Naruto was an Omega? Yes, I kept to my promise. And either way, oh my lord. Oh god. I'm sorry, I'm happy, I'm just like, oh my god, am I really doing this? I'm going back on what I said. Either way. Shoot. No, I have not. Okay. I'm sorry guys, thinking here and thinking of what I should say, but nothing's coming to mind, so we're just going to cut into the video. Our POV. We see a 3-year-old boy running. He ran and kept running through the filthy streets of Konoha, leaping over trash cans and rubbish, weaving through alleyways. It was kind of, how do you say it? Well, would I use majestic? No, maybe. Either way, the kid, his name was Naruto Uzumaki, and he was running away from a group of villagers. They kept screaming terrible names: demon, monster, murderer, filthy rat, all different bundles of names. But Naruto, he ignored it and kept running. He ran for his life. What should I do? Wait, I have an idea, Naruto thought while running to the gates of Konoha. And in a flash, he disappeared. The guards guarding the gate didn't even notice him. Naruto was out of Konoha, running, and kept running until his legs gave out on him, and he fell to the ground. Dirt, blood and mud covered his entire body, and his clothes were torn and stained with his own blood. Naruto gripped his side. When the chase began, he was injured on his right hip. Naruto bit down on his tongue to not let out a horrified scream. His body burned. He wasn't burned, but everything that just happened, it wore his body out. He was tired, and he could feel his eyelids droop. He started to pant. But a figure came up to him. He couldn't see the person, but he can tell it was a man by the broad, strong shoulders. And the man did not have the figure of a woman. Naruto reached out his right hand, reaching for the man, and in a small voice, he asked for help. His hand fell to the ground, ground when he passed out. The man who was in front of Naruto, his name was Zero. Poor child, the man said while shaking his head. He picked up Naruto carefully, not to injure him more. And in a blink of an eye, Zero disappeared with Naruto in his arms. They reappeared in a cabin. The cabin was small. It had a kitchen, a bathroom, and 2 bedrooms, along with a living room, of course. Zero went into the bathroom, taking off Naruto's clothes and fixed him up, removing the dirt and filth off Naruto and just cleaning him up and fixing his wounds. 3 hours passed and Naruto woke up. He woke up in a bed. The bed was a queen size bed. The blankets on top of Naruto were big and heavy, but very fluffy. And the pillow that Naruto's head rested upon, it was stiff, but no, it was not stiff. It was in the medium. It wasn't too soft, too fluffy, nor too stiff. It was a perfect pillow, some may say. But Naruto's stomach decided to interrupt. Naruto's stomach growled and was probably heard throughout the house. But Naruto did not pay attention to his stomach. Instead, he threw off the cover and ran out of the room, thinking he was in danger. But before he can run to the front door, Zero wrapped his arms around the 3-year-old. "Where do you think you're going, little man?" Zero said while putting Naruto down in a chair. Now, Naruto can see Zero better. Zero was an old man, but you can tell he was strong by the rippling muscles around his body. Strong arms and, basically a very, very strong old man. But the old man was, you can say, attractive. Gray hair. Zero had gray and black hair. The gray for his old age. Zero had not too many wrinkles, but you get the picture. And Zero wore a black tank top and loose baggy jeans. Zero's arms were crossed, and he sat down on the chair opposite of Naruto. "My name is Zero. I am the man who helped you when, basically you fell. I cleaned you up and put you in bed. Now, can you tell me your name?" Naruto was shocked, beyond shocked. "I'm Naruto." "Well, Naruto, do you know your second gender?" Zero said while leaning back in his chair. Naruto looked down. "No, I haven't been tested yet." Well, by how you smell, I guess you are Omega, like me, Zelo said while leaning back in his chair, still having his hands crossed. Wait, how can you tell? Naruto said while tilting his head to the right. Well, your scent is, well, a scent of an Omega, but it is also mixed with something else. Can you please tell me your last name? Naruto nodded. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. Oh, then that explains it, Zelo said while sitting upright once again. Explains what? Uzumakis, they're usually Omegas, but they're, oh no, shoot. Omega Uzumakis, they have a strange scent. Their scent is much more potent than regular Omegas. Their scent is like flowers, but mixed in with, I really don't know actually, but when you smell them, they drive you crazy. And that's all, Zelo said while leaning back in his chair. But you do not look like a Uzumaki. Uzumakis have red hair. Naruto sighed. Naruto already knew about his family, him being an Uzumaki Namakes, and about Kurama and all of that humble jumble. I don't know, Naruto said, well, no, Naruto lied, while his head was lowered. Then he remembers something. Wait, you are Omega too? Naruto said while looking at the man straight into his eyes. Zelo had green eyes. It reminded Naruto of the forest, filled with different kinds of green. But never mind. Yes, I'm Omega. But how do you look like this, and how do you send out waves of strength? Naruto said while pointing at Zelo. Well, simply, I trained. Naruto tilted his head again. You trained? Yes. Naruto, do you know what happens to Omegas? Naruto shook his head. No, I think I'm the only Omega in my village. Well, Omegas are usually used as property. They don't have rights in most cases, and treated like rubbish. We're naturally weaker than betas and alphas. But if trained right, we can become a force to be reckoned with. But most Omegas don't, well, how do I put it? They usually give up and go to the afterlife, Zelo said while having a dark look on his face. Naruto understood. The other Omegas, they didn't have the willpower to go on, and they just gave up, succumbing to their fate of the afterlife. Naruto nodded. Zelo? Naruto said while looking at the man again. Yes. Why did you help me? Why did you help a stranger? You're a kid, a 3-year-old. How am I supposed to turn my back on a 3-year-old? Either way, I could smell your omega scent, and I couldn't help but help you. And I still haven't gotten my thank you yet, Zelo said while holding back a laugh. Sorry. Thank you for helping me. Naruto looked around. You have a nice home, Zelo. Why, thank you. I built it myself. That is amazing. Yes, thank you. Naruto? Yeah, Zelo? Do you want me to help you? What do you mean? I mean, help you become stronger. Stronger? Yeah. I can tell you have amazing potential. I saw you run out of the gates of Konoha, and you were fast. Even with the injuries you had, you ran. You kept running, pushing through the pain until your body gave out on you. I think a normal kid would have just sat there crying, or running back, or doing something completely different than you. Naruto nodded his head. Kid, do you have parents? Naruto's head lowered. No, I don't know my parents. I think they were killed when I was born. Okay. So, do you want to stay here, kid? I can tell you don't want to go back to Konoha. Naruto thought about it. It would be safer here, and he would be trained, but he doesn't know of this man's, power. He doesn't know how far Zelo will push him. Kid, just take the offer. You can trust him. Trust him. And think about it this way. You will become much, much more stronger than being in Konoha. Since I can't teach you there, if I shoot. You can't train there because of the Ombus watching your every move. So, yeah. Alright. Zelo, I will take your offer, Naruto said while giving Zelo a humongous grin. Zelo smiled a bit. You're a sweet kid. But Naruto, it's time for bed. But before you do anything, you need to eat, Zelo said while getting up and walking to the fridge. He pulled out something. He came back with, a plate of food. A couple minutes ago, I put it in there, so it's still nice and warm. Here's a glass of water. Naruto looked down at the food. Chicken legs, mashed potatoes, green beans, corn. Thank you, Zelo. You're welcome, kid. Naruto dug into the food, eating every last crumb, and drank the water to the last drop. After his meal, he was full. Zelo took away the dishes. Zelo? Naruto stuttered out. Could I sleep with you tonight? Zelo turned to Naruto. Sure, kid, but if you keep stuttering, I'll have to beat it out of you, Zelo said while crossing his arms. Naruto's neck began to sweat. Okay, Zelo. Naruto said while trying to fight back the stutter. Naruto was extremely nervous. Zero picked up Naruto and walked him to the room that Naruto was in. Then, that night, they slept like father and son. Naruto was curled up into Zero's chest, and Zero was holding him protectively. And this will be part 1 to What If Naruto Was Omega. And bye-bye. Next one I'm going to do is What If Female Naruto was a werewolf and raised in the Forest of Death. I'm gonna love this. I'm gonna love it.